to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Kansas State about to kick off to get this game started. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So the Wyoming Cowboys offense will take the field first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We're just going to see what they do today.
The Cowboys want to... tempo.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the back. Got a man, it's Etienne. Oh, what a move to get room. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. And that big gainer on the last one has him ready to go from inside the 10. He's looking to throw. Gets rid of it. Wideout trying to get it in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
Cutting it close now with 3rd and goal upcoming. Now on the move. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Cowboys.
This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
They'll run it from the gun. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Back to pass on 2nd down. The short hands, it's Moses. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, he's got a chance. Smashes through the tackle. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Kansas stay quick to the line.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. Looking to throw on first down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Touchdown, Wildcat! They'll go back to work on offense. Quarterback may change this route. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The deeper into the season we get, the more they win, the greater their confidence that they can finish strong here in the Big 12.
Heck yeah, Reese. The bigger the expectations get, the bigger the consequences get for every single game.
There he goes. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10.
And I tell you what, I love this call early in the game. You know why? You get your quarterback hit early. He gets hit. Wait a minute. Nerves settle. Everything's good. You show the defense that he's a threat to run the football. I love that call early in a football game.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Caught in the backfield. It's Etienne. At the 35, he's loose. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. And the Cowboys are rolling down the field. Got a man. It's Landry. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. No huddle. Offense to the line. Looking to fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Etienne. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Offense is now set up in the red zone.
Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. From the red zone, looking for a man. Caught behind the line. It's Etienne. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Cowboys will try to punch it in on 1st and goal.
42 Spider. 4-2.
Goes to the option. The give to the back. And they'll knock him down for a 5-yard loss. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Trying to find the end zone. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And here they come to give it another shot on 3rd and goal from the 3. They send the tight end in motion. Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollock.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Wyoming.
And I love it.
Ranked matchups always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome to the home of the Wyoming Cowboys in Laramie, Wyoming. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Kansas State Wildcats. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And the Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. That's caught. It's Moses. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The Wildcats will hustle to the line. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And I'm really impressed with the start by this defense. Like getting to the quarterback early and often. First drive, already have 2 sacks. That's a good sign for this defense.
Kansas State will have to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So Wyoming's offense has its first opportunity of the day. When you look at the matchups in the passing game, you might think that this guy's going to be overmatched at corner, but I think he's really looking for the opportunity to prove that he can match up with one of the nation's best.
Yeah, and this receiver always wants the ball. He especially wants it, though, today, considering what he's up against. He told us coming into this game that he should be able to dominate and get a lot of looks. This defense is going to have to find ways creatively to get this guy matched up and covered. They're probably not going to be able to do it with just one guy, with that corner out there, David, because this receiver is a difference maker.
No, and this isn't a great secondary, but they're going to have to play a great game. And this challenge is big because he's a superstar. So let's make sure we don't give up the big plays, maybe play a little bit deeper than normal, sometimes get a little bit physical. This secondary has a tremendous challenge on their hands.
Tight end now in motion. Might be changing the route. Shotgun snap on third down. And he drops it just a little too. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Let's take a wide view for a second of Kansas State. It's not the end of the world. This is not one of those be-all, end-all games that we used to have in a different era. But certainly for the winner, clear shot at a conference title and perhaps a spot in the college football playoff and a bye.
I love it. It's a great show-me week. A lot of adrenaline, a lot of emotion. Like both these squads, really, really good football teams in really good positions in their conference. But Jesse, after today, there can only...
Pulls it in on the right. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. Kansas State pushing the pace.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. The Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He leaves it with the back. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. The elevation isn't the only thing to worry about up here. This crowd making its presence felt on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. The give to the tailback. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Off the play fake on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, he'll throw it. Pulls it in. It's Landry. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4. And the Cowboys want to move quickly. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. And it's incomplete. Some serious. Final play of the quarter coming. Off the play fake. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second.
Kansas State 3, Wyoming 0.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moses. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Going to try to get it himself. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. The Cowboys with the 1st and 10.
And on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Gets it to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Finds the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. It's not the elevation, giving you shortness of breath. This crowd alive to trying to help the Cowboys. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense got him at the 27. Kansas State will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Wyoming takes over the football and the Cowboy offense on its way out. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The run to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Cowboys racing to the line in the hurry-up. To the ground with the back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. On the move, he fires. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense.
Got room on the return. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. To do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Couldn't find a ton of room on that. That small change, they take over at the 43. Wants to go up top on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They'll go back to the air on second down. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Here comes the heat. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping 2 hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the returner will be brought down. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down mark. The Cowboys in the hurry up. They'll try to get it through the air. Got the quick pass. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Ball in plus territory. 1st and 10, under a minute to go. We might get a touchdown before halftime. And he was drilled. Release the pass, it's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And the Cowboys line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Serious arm strength on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Got it on the outside, it's Etienne. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
And that's to the first down.
To the air on 1st down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Back to pass. Pressure coming. How about this defense making a statement to end the half with a sack?
A loss of 11 on the play. 3rd down coming up.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, who's got a better seat there today in Laramie than you do? And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
Wyoming takes over the football and the Cowboy offense on its way out. After the lack of production in the first half, plenty to talk about. Let's see. Turning it on! And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
The Cowboys trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. On the option. Now the pitch. He goes out of bounds right at midfield. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Trying play action. Got out of trouble and throws. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. Quarterback making adjustments. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. The give from the gun. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Kansas State quick to the line.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the 3rd quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge. Breaks into the open. And he jukes the first guy, made him miss, and picked up a few before being brought down.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The give to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
He wants to change this route. Trying to turn the corner on the left. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Makes the catch. It's Etienne. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. 3rd in California is hard to complete.
He's got it. First down and more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And a nice job finding my wide receiver. And then how about the wide receiver turning into a running back, getting upfield, getting some positive yards, and getting the first down.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got his man quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Cowboys moving quickly to the line. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. I'm not sure this was ever a real decision. They'll go for it on 4th and inches. A run for the quarterback. He's not going to get this. Short on 4th down. Now we'll hang on here. The coach is calling a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Keeps it on the draw. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Third down play from the gun. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Kansas State will have to punt it away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Wyoming takes over the football and the Cowboy offense on its way out. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking. And something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it was an interception. But they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult for them.
He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
With a big opportunity in your red zone.
They'll run play action. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Cowboys! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
This is just so demoralizing. You want to talk about taking a game over. That's what this defense is doing right now. They are just winning in the trenches. They are easily the more athletic and more physical unit up front, dominating this O-line.
He had a whole host of defenders he had to dodge in the backfield.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. And they got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all of this rain. Concentrate on one thing: make the catch. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Cowboys are in the hurry-up.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
They'll move the tight end, making side adjustments here. Toss sweep to the right. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Cowboys are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
And how about the QB? We haven't seen it all game long, man. Nice job coming up big in a big moment in the 4th quarter. He says, nobody there, takes it.
Under pressure, and down he goes. 3. The Cowboys have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Off play action. Forced out of the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. And he's wrestled to the ground. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Motion from the wideout. The option look. They'll give it to the back. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. He'll start this drive firing. Finds his big tight end. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. Look at him, right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Down late in a 4-point game, they'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Kansas State. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And at this stage of the game in the 4th quarter, big-time players make big plays in big games. What a great job after he secured the catch in the open field, showing off the speed, taking it to the house, and with it, his team now has the lead.
This one's big to make sure they can't beat you with a field goal. And he knocks it through, and the lead is a field goal here in the 4th quarter. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Tennessee opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking downfield on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the 1st down. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Landry. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Wants to keep it in the air. Fires to the big fella. And he wisely gets out of bounds. The clock can be the enemy right now. This offense needs to get some points.
And that's a first down.
Runs for the tackle. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always around, just exhausting.
I love the play called running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Motion from the wide receiver. On the option. They'll go to the ground. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
And I'm just trying to find ways to manufacture extra yards, right? I just get a couple extra in the red zone, and then I get that touchdown that I'm searching for. So I like it. It wasn't...
Touchdown, Wyoming. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. You got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
First and 10.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Working that left side now. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Played till the final whistle. It falls incomplete, and that's the ball game. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse